G'day legends, TJC Sports here. Welcome back to another legendary NRL live stream reaction here. Today we're going to be reacting to the Dolphins versus the Brisbane Broncos to finish off our Friday footy and streams here. Obviously, we opened it up with the Gold Coast Titans versus the Roosters at Allianz Stadium. The Titans coming out on top, 30-12, I believe it was. A real surprise there. I don't think, well, a lot of people, there would definitely be people that tipped the Titans. It was a very tight sort of tip, but 30-12, probably not too many that tips that, legends, right? Probably not too many. Taking a look right now at the thing. Hello, Ford. Hello, William. Hello, Nards. Hello, Mel. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing absolutely legendary. Mel says Dolphins. Going with the Dolphins here. Hey, fins up. Kiki, right, legend? 17 votes as we open up as well. So far, the Broncos are winning the tips, but I don't really blame anyone, right? I think most people would have been tipping the wonderful, glorious Brizzy Broncos. As much as I'm not a big Broncos fan, they're disliked by almost everyone, even Queenslanders. But 18 votes actually on the poll. Good stuff. We're not too far away from the game kicking off. It's due to kick off in about 2 minutes. For those remembering, this one is free to air. Remember that. So you can always check that out as well. For the Dolphins, the home team, quotation marks, because somehow your home stadium you can play away at. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow lines up at fullback with Jermaine Asako and Jack Bostock on the wings. Jake Avarillo and Herbie Farnworth in the centres. Cody Nikorima and Isaiah Katoa in the halves. Daniel Saifidi and Felice Kafusi are the props, with Jeremy Marshall-King at number 9. The second rowers are Kalek Fufinafuaki and Max Plath, with Tom Gilbert at lock there, captaining the side. Kurt Donegal, Mark Nichols, Ray Stone, and Kenny Bromwich on the interchange there. As for the Brisbane Broncos, we have Reece Walsh lying up at fullback with Selwyn Cobbo and Jesse Arthurs on the wings. Katoni Staggs returns to the Broncos side in the centres there with Gamat Shabaski, with the halves being Ben Hunt and Adam Reynolds here, captaining the team. As for the props, it is Patrick Carrigan and Payne Haas. Corey Pakes is at number 9 there, with Jack Gozoweski and Jordan Ricky in the second row. Kobe Heverington is at lock with Billy Walters, Corey Jensen, Xavier Willison, and Brendan Piacora on the interchange. Honestly, one of the most beautiful stadiums in rugby league, this one, looking at it right here, between the two. Herbie Farnworth there, former Brisbane Bronco being zoomed out as well. A couple former Broncos here for the Dolphins, with Herbie Farnworth and Jermaine Asako both there for them. Nard says Reese Boy is lucky he isn't playing in the Rezzies right now. He is right now, but he's got the ability, legend. He's got the ability. He's just got to find the consistency to use it. Anyways, Dolphins, Broncos, first half, 2025 round 4. My bad. Here we go. Dolphins now into the line on the left side here. Daniel Saifidi running in forward there. Daniel Saifidi signed from the Newcastle Knights this year. Going to the left. Marshall King short to Tom Gilbert. Tom Gilbert. And that's Felice Kafusi's job. Felice Kafusi ran. Oh, he's absolutely tipped backwards there by the Broncos there. And then it's a dummy from Marshall King looking to counterattack here. Looking around. They keep on running. The Dolphins, Marshall King, 31 metres gain clearance in the air from the Dolphins there. Over to the 20 now. And the Broncos now with their first proper attack of the game here. Reece Walsh, the X Factor! Oh, Farnworth, the superhero right there. Oh, goodness me. Andrew jumps into the chat and says he's from the future. They win. Shut the gates now. All right. It's official, legends. But who will win? What do you mean they, Andrew? You have to be specific. This is why people who come from the future can't save us, because they don't give names. We need names, legends. Too much chili on the pizza? Nah, mate. Just a bit of asthma. Doesn't typically, even when I play sport, I don't get that much asthma. It's just, I think that the amount I talk, the amount I shout, it's a lot on my throat, and it just, yeah. Kicks low from the Brisbane Broncos, the Dolphins chasing, and it will go out of play there. Good stuff from them here. Now the Brisbane Broncos with it to defend it against the Dolphins. The team that wins it. Oh, the team that wins it. Well, then I'm from the future too, I guess, you muppet. I guess I'm from the future too, mate. Ford says, here we go, guys. Here we go, Ford. Big one here. Dolphins managed to get themselves to the halfway line now before it ends up with Isaiah Katoa. Tom Gilbert. Over to Nicarima and Tom Gilbert's away. Gilbert keeps going. He's taking off. He may look like the Hulk, but he's running like a zebra. He keeps going and he's held. Patrick Carrigan gets him. Now over to the middle. They keep pushing forward here. Saifiti with the ball now. Saifiti caught out in it. Gilbert to Katoa. Zebra, bro. On the 10 here. Dolphins. Nicarima. Herbie Farnworth. And this is a concern. The Broncos have to get out quickly here. The amount of times they can just be opened up so easily is not good enough. They may get the ball back here in the defense, but if they keep that up throughout this game, it could prove to be troublesome. Something for them to work on the training field if it doesn't turn out good here. Selwyn Cobbo. Taken down there by Max Plaff. He can play 9, can play lock. He can play all about. Mate, he's locked in. Short pass there from Pakes then. He's pretty big for a number 9 there, and he gets to Payne Arce here. Payne Arce then. Flipped around. Isaiah Katoa, good defense. Shout out to Isaiah Katoa. He's been a great young up-and-coming. And, Jesse Arpers will be forced out of play there for the Broncos. The Dolphins, pat yourselves on the back. It's Jake Averillo's time to shine. Absolutely brilliant there. The Dolphins managed to hold the Broncos out there. Oh, my God. And so far, it is the round of upsets because the Dolphins are outdoing the Broncos to open things up here. Maybe this is the team that the guy from the future called Andrew foretold. How can a Dolphin pat himself on the back? Your words. Hey, mate, don't ask me. Ask the Dolphins experts. But I'll tell you now, it's happening, Mr. It's Me. It's happening, legend. It's happening. All right, just ask them. Keep the faith, man. Keep the faith, bro. Dolphins. Through to Farnworth here. Herbie Farnworth. Almost by, but Payne Arce is just too much for him to handle. Then it's Plaff's turn. To Katoa. To Finawaki here. Finawaki now. Held on the 10. Marshall King. Gets it over to Plaff. To Nicarima, to the hammer, to Farnworth. Jack Bostock down the wing here. And there's 3 Broncos there ready to snatch him up and get him down there. Holding him well, the Brisbane Broncos are. Nicarima, clearance in the air to the right then here. And with a challenge, they lose it. Kafusi for the line. Oh, he couldn't get there, but it's still a full set coming up for them. King to the hammer. Asako now, and Jermaine Asako manages to keep himself in here and is tackled. Then it's Averillo's job to go to the left here. The hammer Gets it to Max Plaff here. Max Plaff through the middle. The pressure is coming up here for them. It's going on. It's going on, legends. On. Yow. And then, oh my God, ow, my eyes having to watch that. Oh, my eyes. Saifidi knocks the ball on here. Saifidi, you're why I got to go to Specsavers, or at least my brother does. You're kidding me, Daniel. All right, and the Broncos will get the ball back here. Simple mistake in rugby league there. Knock on. Got to hold the ball, lads, if you want to be going over. Adam Reynolds now to feed in the scrum here. Goes over to the left. It's a good long pass there here. And now Shabaski fending them all off here. Shabaski held by Isaiah Katoa there. On the first, we go to the right here. And then it's Jesse Arthurs through the middle now. Jesse Arthurs through the middle. Jesse Arthurs held out in it here. Arthurs goes down there. Arthurs then kept back in it. Arthurs around. What goes around comes around here. Patrick Carrigan then put down. Could Daniel and Jacob swap teams and no one realize? I reckon they could. They probably sound slightly different, Legend, but in terms of look, I think they could and probably could get away with a lot. But if you really look at them side by side, you can tell a difference. But yeah, they do look extremely similar. I think they could get away with saying each other's each other and going to places, absolutely. But Jermaine Asako ends up with the ball after a great kick there. Ends up getting himself a penalty. I was going to say ends up gaining some meters, but no. Ends up getting himself a penalty. The Brisbane Broncos, Shabaski, with a flop on him. Shabaski has flopped it, legends. He's a flop. He's a flop. You heard it. 8 minutes gone by in this game, and the Dolphins get themselves their penalty. I don't know if we've had a penalty yet in this game, legends. I feel like it's been pretty smooth sailing up until now. If we did, it was a pretty quick tap, smooth one. And now the Dolphins on the halfway line here. Sarko taps it Avarillo. Avarillo over to Kafusi here. Kafusi then through the line here. And Felice Kafusi held out. Kafusi on the ground there. And then it's Katoa's turn to get it to Saifiti. Saifiti then around here. And Saifiti held on the 10. On the 40. 10-40. There we go. It's a 40-10. Remember that, legends. And then Max Plaff. Marshall King. Not many people rated him at 9 for a long time. And then I know he just kind of showed everyone exactly what everyone was missing out on in the professional rugby league level here. Was stuck in the cup and in the lower grades for so long for the Dogs before he was snatched up by Dolphins right as Dogs discovered his abilities. Over past the 10 then, and Finafalaki's held. They're right in front, legends. Fifth tackle, Katoa. Could they pull it off? The Dolphins kick low, and no, they cannot. Hetherington was prepared for it. Hetherington collects the ball there. 10 minutes gone by in this game here as the Brisbane Broncos take it here, legends. Running through. See that CJ Sports is a Muppet and picks the... So I just double check my notes. You'll double check your future notes, legends. You'll check your futuristic notes right now. He's and picked the Bronx when the Dolphins will lose because if it is Brisbane Broncos and not just Dolphins. Wait, what? I gotta reread that. My brain's hurt and Andrew's notes are too much for me. TJ Sports is a Muppet and he picks the Bronx when Dolphins will lose. Yeah, well, how about I picked the right team? I'll lose because it is the Brisbane Broncos, not just Dolphins. I picked the Dolphins. The Muppet. Crazy old Muppet. That's the only answer you can give him. Only answer you can give to that. All right. Now, not just the... I know it's not just Dolphins. That's why we did the Broncos, Andrew. Do you know any other Herbies? Cannot say that I know many other Herbies legends. Hammer now. Almost. Reynolds picks it up there and Reynolds manages to get it here. use my time machine to get rid of the comment, Andrew. I use my time machine to get rid of the comment, brother. Right, Broncos now through the middle here. Yes, that's his only answer. Yes. 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 Something. Yes. You could ask him, where'd you come from? Yes. Who do you support? Yes. What's your name? Yes. Broncos now down the left. Shabaski! Brisbane lead. 12 minutes into this game. Halfway through the set, it is 4-0 to the Broncos. And I wonder if he came from yes, just like Andrew. You got Shabaski here. And the Broncos lead away, quotation marks, from home. Brilliant there. Almost too much. And that is why he kept his place in the team. There was questions if he'd lose it when Katoni Staggs came back, but it was the other centre that lost it. He stuck around, and that's just why there. Shabaski put some points on the board there for the Brizzy Broncos. 4-0 with a kick to come now. Reece Walsh has dyed his hair for sure, says Mr. It's Me, for sure. Yes is a small town in Mars. Of course it is, Andrew. Of course it is. Of course it is. In fact, you know what? I want to pin that, and when people come into the stream, they can be like, what is this guy on about? All right? People can come in and be so confused by you. You can confuse the world, Andrew. You can confuse the world, buddy. 13 minutes gone by in this game here. From the very side here, Adam Reynolds. Very few kickers you want to take it. Only 41 points behind being the second all-time point scorer. He takes it, and he'll remain 41 points behind. Adam Reynolds will keep it 4-0. Have we dodged yet? No, I have not, legend. No, I have not. I am all natural. The natural TJC, legend. What you see is what you get. Speaking of which, that's what the Roosters seem to be the last few weeks, right? Except for the Panthers game, what we see is what we get with them. Ugh, hasn't been brilliant from them the last few performances. And now the Broncos with it. Payne Haas smashing through that line there. He keeps going here. Payne Haas tackled there. 13.5 minutes gone by. Can we actually over? It's like we got to do an important checkup, legends. Important checkup. Make sure everyone watching is subscribed. Have you hit that like button? It increases your winning percentage by 10%, so don't miss out on your once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to see your team maybe win, legends. And it looks like it's pouring based on what I'm seeing with the stadium picture there. The Dolphins and the Broncos here. Keep running. Broncos to the right now. Reynolds keeps running. Broncos, Reynolds clears it in the air. It's a good long one there. Looking for the pass back there. He hits it backwards. Adam Reynolds, and that ball goes out of play. There's a debate between each other on that one. They have no clue which way to go here. And super chats are appreciated if you can, as every cent goes back to make the streams better. Exactly right, Andrew. This isn't selfishly spent. It's spent on the content you love, legends. So every single one is appreciated if you can do it, man, legends. I'm still annoyed by last time I said that. Andrew said it for 2 seconds. Boom, 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 boom. 50 people. Did you see the fights outside the crowd in the Puppies versus Eels game? That's just the dogs being dogs, Mr. It's Me. The dogs being dogs. Oh, Pakes fakes them out. Pakes will fakes. And he scores 8-0. The Broncos are steaming through the Dolphins. They see them rolling. They hate it. has Pakes broken through that easily? You gotta watch that, Dolphins. It's like no one was running for him. It's like what are they doing? Corey Pakes celebrating with his teammates in style here. Andrew says, and who knows? Maybe one day Teacher can visit me in Yestown. Maybe, Andrew. Maybe. I'm sure sitting in front or behind my mother or whatever, you've told her all about Yestown, whatever that is. William Hunt, our first and only so far legendary dono of the day here. $20 he has donated. Appreciate you, William Hunt, mate. Very much legend. For the pizza, Domino's, all that is. Appreciate it, William Hunt, mate. We'll put that straight into the thing. Legend of the stream, I guess we'll call him, right? Legend of the stream official. Oh my God. YouTube's officially put on the best update possible. It lets me heart things from the laptop. I don't have to go into the phone to do that. It's a miracle. That was not there last time I streamed Legends. That was not there last time. That's a change for me. At least it wasn't on my streams last time. There we have it here. William Hunt, I heard TJC loves pineapple on pizza. You know what I heard, Andrew? I heard you love a good smack across that face. I also heard you love assaulting mascots. Andrew. What was that with Sparky again? Back at the head? Still waiting on that lawyer, Mr. Andrew. 35 votes so far on the poll here. Legendary stuff all throughout, guys. Andrew, I'm not at that. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at all. Hawaiian pizza are good. Legendary, folks. Brisbane Broncos almost breaking through. Well, to be fair, it has to have a lot of stuff on it for me to despise a pizza. Pizza's pretty uniquely made. Well, not uniquely made, but it's pretty hard to dislike that base. Pakes now on the halfway line. They're going to clear it over to the right here. The Dolphins with it and kept back. I put Andrew was on Super Supreme with Fighter. No comment, says Andrew. We have no comment for you, Willie. We got no comment for you. We love your support of the channel and we love the dono. We appreciate you very much. We got no comment. Bennett is having a dig. He didn't play like this at the Dragons. He must have really hated that place. To be fair, man, I don't think he was ever truly happy. I think that's the difference, man. I think Broncos is his heart and that's where he's happy. So he's going to play better there, legend. Herbie Farnworth from behind the halfway line, held on third tackle here. We keep going through the middle here for Lease Kafusi there. Kafusi for it all now, and Kafusi kept back here. And it's Max Plaff's job again here. By then, it feels like Dolphins are playing a very simple game right now. Just run through the middle. Watch it again. Oh, no, finally going to go through the wing. Oh, no, Farnworth's going to run back towards the middle. You see? It's a bit predictable. And actually, it worked out for them here. The referee gives a penalty for a high tackle here on Farnworth there. Reynolds and Ricky there. And it is absolutely pouring at Suncorp Stadium right now, legends. Ben Hunt is still hunting for a premiership. He's still hunting, Andrew. And he might be hunting for another year or two. Nikarima to Kafusi to Saifiti. You got to feel for Ben Hunt in a way because he really is such a good player. And the fact that one of his key memories will be such a bad mistake is just such a shame on what such a good player. It's funny, but it's such a shame on him. Plaff over to Katoa. Long pass to Farnworth. Herbie Farnworth looking to go around the ball here. Herbie Farnworth digs into the ground there. Digs at him like Ben Hunt. Then over to the right, Nikarima. He can play 9, he can play fullback, he can play 5'8", he can play halfback. Kafusi and Max Plaff is over for the Dolphins. Finally, we get the bounce back. Finally. Dolphins 4, Broncos 10 with a kick to come here. Game on, legends. Herbie is playing atrociously, says William Hunt. But he's playing atrociously, Mr. It's Me. William Hunt says, yes, Ezra will be 6 and Hump 9. I still don't know whether that's right, you know. Like, as much as Mam is a terrific player for them, I feel like it does Pakes or another player so dirty. And also, I feel like Hunt's much better. I think Hunt's much better where they're playing him. Like, I think he's doing so good there. But it is what it is. Arthur Beetson, Dolphins Player of the Year in 2024. Max Plaff there. My prediction, Brisbane Broncos by 48 points is George Alarm. Well, then you're going to hope that the Broncos just had a one-off there giving the Titans that. Or the Titans, giving the Dolphins that. Oh, mate. How could I get those two mixed up? Oh, that's right, because they've got the same level of success. All right, Jermaine Asako now. From in front here. Just slotted in for 6. 21 minutes gone by in this game here. Jermaine Asako! The Mistako will make it 6-10 now. Oh, he's a great 9 too. Absolutely. Absolutely. He's great at 9 as well. They can't really go wrong with Ben Hunt wherever they play him. He'll be good either position they put in. Yeah, I agree with it, but I don't know. Maybe Madge keeps him there and have Ezra in the cup. Maybe. I mean, I don't think any good coach should have any position guaranteed. So I don't think they should be telling Ezra you're definitely back when he's done with his suspension. All right, Reece Walsh now. Clears it in the air, over to the right side here. Jack Bostock with it. Passes short, over to Saifiti here. Saifiti into the line. Kafusi has a shiny head. So does Marky Mark, legend. So does Marky Mark. Broncos. Holding back Dolphins in the defense here. Tom Gilbert then. Past the 30. Tom Gilbert held then. And then goes to Kafusi. The shiny-haired man. The shiny-haired man. So just the opinion is cloudy by that mind. It probably is, Andrew. And your mind is cluttered by that dirty Blues mind. Isaiah Katoa, the Dolphins get themselves a penalty here, folks. Katoa to take the kick now, legends. Over to the right, and they're going to get it on around the Broncos' 30 right now. That's pressure on them here to deliver now. This is going to be a real test for the Broncos. Saifiti will take the first tackle here for the Dolphins. They'll be held right on the 30. Then to the right, Isaiah Katoa. Backwards to Futawaki. Mister, do you think he should polish on his head? Probably, Andrew. Probably. That's the only answer I can possibly think of. Whatever keeps Madge busy at the Frogs keeps him away from the Blues. Exactly, William Hunt. Exactly. As long as we keep him away from the Blues, we're happy. We're smiling. We're over the moon. And Dolphins. I was just hyping you up, man. I was just hyping up the Dolphins. And then they throw a pass forward. It's true what they say. The commentator's curse is real. It's real, legends. It's coming for us all. It might even be coming for you in the future. Yeah, you right there watching this stream. You right there, and I'm talking about you in particular. No one else watching. Could come for you. Brisbane Broncos now. Hunt takes the hit. Now Shabaski there. Fends off 1, fends off 2, fends off 3. Shabaski kept going there, and he's held back. A bit, so he left. Took a little bit of course. I'm a bit upset he left the Blues so quickly, but of course an NRL coach is superior than an Origin role. Well said, Andrew. Well said. Unless you're coaching the mighty Queensland. Carrigan now on the halfway. Pakes, Reynolds taps it. That's a speedy kick there. Walsh is a fast boy, looking to chase him down there. Reece Walsh here. And Reece Walsh honestly isn't. Reece Walsh hasn't really looked the same, has he? In a bit, he's not that he doesn't have the ability. He's just kind of. It's almost lacking what we know he can do. Wabula too, exactly, William Hunt. There's a lot of reasons to just jump on an NRL coaching gig when you get it. You can't blame him for it, right, legends? You genuinely can't blame him for it. Wish it would let me hit the like button on that. Dolphins now, 5th tackle, over to the right here on their own 30. They clear it, legends. It goes over. It's bouncing. It rolls over to the Broncos 10 before they collect it. Selwyn Cobo now running down the wing. If only Jermaine Asako, a former Bronco, wasn't there to stop him. Ben Hunt to Arthurs. Arthurs around. It's better whilst not in his hand. Better. It's better, legends. It's better. Shabaski. Into the line. Shabaski goes down there, folks. Pakes to Reynolds. Jordan Ricky around here. Ricky pulled around by the Dolphins. It looks like we're going to get a short pass from Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan over to Payne Haas. Payne Haas, get me them super coach points, please. Please, Payne. Be a pain in the Haas for them, please. Clearance in the air, over to the left side here, and it's barely gotten there. Hamiso Tabuai-Fano will end up with it. The hammer continues to run. Hammer held down now there, legends. Now Katoa to the left, Jack Bostock. Flicks and runs here. Flicks and runs and sticks. He gets the kicks. Cody Nicarima. Over to Herbie Farnworth again here. Herbie Farnworth around now. Herbie Farnworth kept back in it here. Honestly, Farnworth's had an extremely average game, legends. An extremely average game, to watch. It really hasn't been anything that interesting. All right, and here we go, chasing it. Reece Walsh just about gets with it. Walsh passes by to Arthurs. Arthurs now. Arthurs gets out of the goal line here. Arthurs and held out there, legends. Held out there. We then go to Walsh. Walsh around here. Walsh. And Walsh is kept away. Walsh spins around. We say bye-bye to Walshy boy here. Just going around. They keep going here. Up and down. Jesse Arthurs spun around to the ground. He goes here. And then it's... Oh, my goodness me. That was a terrible offload. It was a terrible offload, but Payne Haas manages to get it. Terrible offload. Reynolds then clears it in the air now, bouncing through the middle here. And if the Dolphins have some confidence, they'll look to gain some meters here. Instead, no, they'll go to about 10 meters in front and be tackled. Good job, Cobo. We love a good call on the Cobo, don't we? Only a 4-point gap as it stands at the moment here. Bostock to the left side here. Bostock tackled them. 27 minutes and a half gone by in this game here. Nicarima over to Farnworth here. Herbie Farnworth just keeps on going forward here. Ends up with Max Plath to Isaiah Katoa. Isaiah Katoa backwards to Amarillo. And is that going to count as an offload here? Isaiah Katoa with us here. Oh, my goodness me, Katoa. Almost wasn't ready for it, was he? And that may be a knock on there. Tough luck from the Dolphins. The Broncos keeping all the pressure on them. Andrew says, I also can tell you that after being at Roosters Best Times, I'm so much more prouder of our fan base. I will explain more later. You should, Andrew. You should explain more later because I'm curious what you're on about later. I mean, we are, as much as people want to mock our club, we are by far one of the most loyal. There's no doubt about that. You give almost every other NRL team our drought, and most of their fans are gone. Gone, legends. We're one of the few clubs that can keep our fan base through it. Pakes to Payne Haas here. Payne Haas smashes through the ball here. The Broncos. Reece Walsh looking tired there. Reynolds Over to the right here. Jordan, Ricky breaks through the ball. Ricky keeps going. Ricky. Dang, what's up, Ricky? Over to Katoni Stags. Welcome back to Rugby League, Katoni. Katoni Stags, the number 3, makes it 4. What a return. He catches the Dolphins line completely off their game. 14-6. Katoni just loves scoring against those red and white teams. The hoodoo of it all. And it started off a great run from Jordan Ricky for Katoni Stags to just smash through there with a dummy. 14-6. Here we go. A smart, quick play from Katoni. It was indeed, William. And it looks much easier than it is. High rugby league intelligence is required to score a try like that. And the Broncos crowd goes absolutely wild. Obviously missed the opening rounds with a quad injury. He's come back firing, ready to say that it hasn't impacted him. There was always no doubt that he'd end up in the team, but with the fact that both try scorers, outside of Pakes, which was just brilliant, Katoni Stags and Shabaski, you can make it very clear why they are the 2 Broncos centers that Madge has opted for. Because Herbie was way out of position. He's playing atrocious. Out of position, legends. Reynolds takes the kick. And he's got it. He's got it, legends. That's right. He's got it. The Brisbane Broncos here, confident in themselves that they can continue the run from here. Remember, legends, when the Broncos dominated the Roosters, Roosters did score first. Sometimes the start of the game isn't a sign for the entire game coming up, right, legends? Now, 16-6, 10-point gap. We kick off again here. 9 minutes left in the first half here. We go through the middle. It is Xavier Willison there. Willison through. Willison held back in it there. And then Harrington goes to the left. Good pass. Pakes goes to Jensen here. Jensen then. Benson Jensen. Not very excited to be a Cows fan at the moment. Don't worry, William. It's not very exciting being an Eels fan either, but we've got hope that things will get better. We got hopes that we'll get a win soon, and it's going to be legendary. Right around there. They keep pushing here. The Broncos, Ben Hunt. Hunt on the line. He keeps going. Ben Hunt, mate. What an X Factor he is. He's just caught by Ray Stone. No Parafan will ever forget Ray Stone. What a legend. Kick in the air over to the left here, and Jack Bostock collects. My sister-in-law is a Cows fan. I think Raiders will be a win for you. They'll be crossing their fingers on it, William. They'll be crossing their fingers on it. Isn't that tomorrow? I'm pretty sure I'll be streaming that. That might even be the next stream we do because it might not do the first game. So there you go. Shapes, which is your favorite flat? I can't believe they have just chicken crimpy. They are gross. They are gross. They'll advertise anyone, bro. They'll advertise anyone. I don't really have a favorite. I've never actually tasted a shape and said I don't like it at all. Do I love them? And would I say that I'm crazy about them? Not necessarily, legend, but I wouldn't say I despise any. It's almost even Steven at tab. Odds Cows are surely desperate for a win. Surely desperate, William. And if you can beat them, hopefully you can get some confidence against the Panthers, right? Hopefully. Broncos now. Over to the left here. Katoni Stags now. Katoni Stags kept back in it. Onto the ground he goes. Adam Reynolds then. Over to the left. Good pass to Walsh. Walsh to Arthur's through now. Arthur's held back. Mr. My favorite is chicken crimpy. Andrew, I think you've made an enemy then. I think you've made an enemy tonight, Andrew. Typical stuff from you. Broncos, 4th tackle here. The rivalry is real. It's me versus well, not literally it's me. It's Mr. It's me versus Andrew. William answers nacho cheese is his favorite. We've got a freeway difference of opinion right now, legends. Bostock over to the right. Hamisa Tabuai Fido around there, legs twisted. He goes down BBQ or savory all the way. Oh, the passion, the celebration for their flavors is real right now. Second tackle here for the Dolphins. They go on through here. Broncos just a solid wall outside of that one try from the Dolphins. You're right. In fact, you know what, legends? You know what? Let's just do your fault. Mate, I'm not getting involved in this fight, bruv. I'm not getting involved in this fight. I wouldn't say I'm a particular. You know what? Oh. If you forced me to have some, even though they're not necessarily my favorite thing, it would probably be between cheese and BBQ if I had to choose between the two. All right, Ricky now. Jordan Ricky through the line here on the second tackle. It becomes the third here. 5 minutes left in this half here. Payne Haas then keeps smashing forward here. It keeps smashing forward here. Held back there. And then the Broncos kick it in the air over to the left side. It's bouncing. It ends up with the hammer. Hammer to the left. Bostock running. Through it goes. 10 meters gained here. Held on the 20 now. Dolphins attacking to the right. Broncos to the left, legends. Broncos are currently on the defense as the Dolphins continue to attack them. Gilbert now gets it short here. Good pass. Gilbert held. Third tackle now, Dolphins. Kenny Bromwich gets it to Isaiah Katoa. Isaiah Katoa to Cody Nicarima. Cody Nicarima here around there, and it ends up with Jake Amarillo, the former Bulldog there. Jake Amarillo on the ground then. And then it's Nicarima again here. Fourth tackle. They've got just 2 more left in the set. What will they do with it here? They'll have Ray Stone go to the ground. Bye. And then it's Reece Walsh's job to go. 4 minutes to go. Yeah, 4 minutes to go in the first half, and then we'll be on to the half-time point of the string, which is always the most chill point, ain't it, legends? Always the most chill point. Indeed, already. We go short to the left then. Shabaski fends the ball off here. Shabaski held down there. Short pass. Harrington almost through there. Couldn't quite find his way. Pakes, a player that was very unlucky in the past not to be the number 9 for the Broncos there, with Billy Walters opting to get that spot a lot of the time. Now Billy Walters, 14, Pakes 9. Pakes is certainly going to be enjoying the Maguire era right now. He might even drop into 14 with Billy out of the side come the return of Ezra Mann. Hamisa Tabuai Fido then into the line. Hammer around here, held back there. Katoa goes to Jack Bostock there. Jack Bostock through the line then. It's been over 6 minutes since the last stoppage, legends. Surely these players are getting tired here, back and forth, non-stop. You can't be having it, legends. Then it's the Kafusi here. Good pass. No, Marky Nichols. Marky Mark. It's our boy, Marky Mark, legends. Marky Mark, the GOAT, tackled. Then it goes to Kenny Bromwich here. On the ground. Honestly, it was such an exciting time when the Dolphins were announced to be entering the comp. Seeing a new team around, just something special. Jermaine Asako flops on Reece Walsh there after a bit of a fight for the ball there. Walsh ends up with it, though, and the ref says it's fine. Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you, legends. I wouldn't be shocked if this half ends with a scoreline of 16-6. 2 minutes left in this half now. Short to Shabaski here. Szymanski, they're right on their own try line here, the Brisbane Broncos. All the pressure from the Dolphins right now. Marky Mark, the former Rabbitoh, Raider, and Melbourne Storm player. Marshall King, Cody Nikarima, get him down then. Then through to Selwyn, Cord, and Cabo. Here we go, Willison. Willison tackled there. To the right, Reynolds clears it. Far kick there. Dolphins end up with it. Just run, Dolphins, run. Run, Dolphins, run. Run, Dolphins, run. Bostock held past the halfway line there on the ground there. Cody Nikarima now. Bostock taking his time to get up. I go for the Warriors, but I want Uncle Benji's Tigers to win, says Forwards. Hey, cross your fingers for it, legend. Cross your fingers for it. Benji's Tigers to win. I personally tipped the Tigers, so I'm with you, legend. But I also think there's a good chance the Warriors still can get the result in that one, despite it. And there's our stoppage in time. Thank you. Yes, there it is, legends. There it is. No, 1 minute to go, Andrew. 1 minute to go, and then we're at halftime. Adam Reynolds is just being spoken to by the referee about Jordan Ricky. And Jordan Ricky will go on report here. Reynolds unhappy with it with the referee. The referee just explaining it to him. Jordan Ricky, the Brisbane Bronco, will go on report for a leading with the shoulder charge into the head of the Dolphins there. And oh my God, it is going down there in Queensland right now, or at least Brisbane. The Broncos. Jack Bostock there. Mate, Bostock's one of the most obvious for how wet it is. His hair's all over the place. Obviously, you don't pick it up from the high camera angles as much, but when they do those lower angles, it's so obvious how much it's pouring here. Not an easy game right now for the Dolphins here. And you know how slippery the ball can get. Got to be playing a factor right now. All right, with exactly 1 minute to go, we tap and move it. It goes to Mark Nichols. Mark Nichols into the line here. The bandwagon is real. It's a real, legend, as real as you ever believed it to be, Mel. As real as you've ever believed it to be. It's proper real here. Marshall King to Katoa. Goes back over to the hammer here. We got two Tigers supported, people voting for the Tigers that would rather the Warriors win. That's how it is, Mel. That's how it is, all right? We don't make the rules. Tigers are winning. It's not our fault that they look like they're going to lose. Marshall King to Katoa to Nikarima. And Hammer without the ball slips over. Ray Stone, he loves to run through the line there. Ray Stone tackled there. Then it's Marshall King to Nikarima. Backwards, Asako. He'll kick low there. Steps by the Broncos and out of play. Surely you say that's a full set for the Dolphins, right? Come on, he put his foot out. He put his foot out and it went out of play, boy. But nah, it'll be halftime here, legend, so it doesn't matter. There we go. Halftime here at Suncorp Stadium. The Dolphins trail at home, quotation marks, against the away Brisbane Broncos, away quotation marks. 16-6 here. And that'll bring us to the chill point of the stream, the TJC Sports Halftime Show. We're your host, TJC Sports. G'day, legends. Welcome to the point of the stream where we just chillax, chat about, feel free to debate, ask questions, all that good stuff, as even talk about the game as we get ready for the second half whenever it comes about, legends. Credit where credit's due. The Brisbane Broncos showing very much why they're the favourites. Little disappointed by the Dolphins there, ignoring a fan right there with the high five. But hey, it is what it is. Eels Production says, I actually got the Titans tip correct. Eels Production edits, you are crazy. There is no way you got that tip right. You're lying. You're lying to me, Eels Production edits. There is no way you tipped the Titans. No way. That's crazy, legend. Hi from Hamilton, New Zealand. Shout out to everyone from Hamilton, New Zealand. Welcome to the stream. Ollie is the best. How can you be the best when I'm the best, legend? Makes no sense. I'm looking forward to the Roosters versus the Rabbitohs next week. I'm looking forward to that too, Jason. That's an exciting fixture coming on up. I can't wait for that one. That's going to be a fun time all around. Be back with you, legends, in just a second. Getting up literally for like a second. You know, I literally said it last stream, and I got back within a minute, right, guys? Going to be back within a minute. Don't feel afraid to drop. Hello again, legends. And we are back to enjoy the halftime show. Let's go, legends. What's your favorite pizza topping? Well, I need the cheese on my pizza, legend. I like sauce. I like all kinds of meat, legend. That's probably my favorite types. Ollie is the best. How are you today? I am legendary. Ollie, how are you, mate? I hope you're doing legendary too. I hope you're having the most spectacular day and your team does brilliant. Unless it's Manly, in which case I unfortunately hope that this is the loss for you this week. Good for you, George Alarm. Good for you, legend. Hello, Kiwi Ollie. Hello. Can Broncos play the big brother? This is our house. I reckon the Finns bench will be the difference. Legend. I mean, possibly, if you mean that in a negative way, because right now, 16-6, I find it, I'm very confident in the Broncos keeping themselves as the victors in this one, but who knows, right? A second half, the Dolphins do love a comeback, don't they? The Dolphins are that kind of club. I remember they did an incredible one. I'm pretty sure they're the team, right? They did an incredible one against the Titans at one point, legends. So don't put it past them necessarily. Is it something where I'm going to say it's going to happen? No, but don't put it past them. Up the Bronx looking good so far. Yes, they are, King Jordan. They're looking very solid right now, actually. The Brisbane Broncos. Definitely a good game from them. So far, at least. So far, as we could say, legends. So far. The Raid is saving Broncos from a loss right now. The Raid is helping, isn't it? Definitely, Nards. But, also, you got to remember, it's not as much of an excuse when both teams are playing in the Raid. There's not one team playing in the Raid. They both are. The Broncos are taking more advantage of it. They could... Nobody's stopping the Dolphins from necessarily doing that. They're just not doing it. That's the pure difference in it, legend. They're just not doing it. There's no doubt the Raid's impacting the game. There's no doubt about that. But also, at the end of the day, both teams are playing in it. Hopefully we keep the Finns to 6. Well, that would be a good success for you this game, wouldn't it, if you could manage to keep them to 6? I'd call that a solid victory for you if you managed to do that, legend. Very solid victory if you managed that. Right now in the sheds, the Dolphins not too happy at the moment with their results. The Broncos probably just confident to try to keep it going in the second. Will that stop? I click stop. I click when I say no, you know. It's getting cold in here, legends. Tried to turn off the AC, but no, wanted to keep going. Wanted to turn TJC into popsicle TJC. PTJC legends. The producer, as we can call me. Obviously, an entire 40 coming up next year. The Brisbane Broncos, just simply too good for the Dolphins right now. Look, the Dolphins, it was a great try when Max Platt flew on over, all right? It was a great try. But, like, I swear to God. It was a great try when he flew on over. But, like, it wasn't... How do I put it? It wasn't what we said from the Broncos. It really did feel like a bit of luck, spur of the moment. The Broncos ones have just felt like they've targeted their weaknesses. They've found the areas. They've had less possession, but you wouldn't think it, would you, having watched the game? The Broncos just look a lot more, I guess, organized right now in this one. No offense to the Dolphins. Maybe it's just the difference right now, but Dolphins are a team that's recovering from not having Wayne Bennett there, I think, at the moment here. Wolf's not a bad coach, from what I understand. It's another level, man, rugby league. And tough for him, Dad must be the worst TV commentator. You reckon, Mr. NC? You reckon? You reckon? I haven't been able to listen to Lockyer in a long time because I've got to do my own streams, legend. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. I think the Broncos make a real statement, legend, if they keep them away. Was Psychoplath ever a hooker like his father? Yeah, he came in as a hooker, Nards, to the game. He was a hooker. He can play. He in fact in every fantasy game and stuff he's positioned as a 9/second rower or prop or whatever because he can play that kind of role, legend. He's absolutely that. Max Platt can definitely play both. Legend like his father. Yes, he can. I am going to do top 5 hits during the halftime show. Awesome, George Alarm. Check out the hits, see how they are, right, legends? Check them out, see how they are. Ben Hunt there, mate. He's got a whole other level since entering the Broncos there. Most NRL appearances in history. He actually is in the top 10 legends with 338. He's tied with Chris Hyington and Jesse Bromwich. After this game, well, not after this game, but in the next game, he will be entering into eighth. So seventh. Good on him. Ben Hunt, wouldn't have thought he would be in the top 10 highest NRL appearances. 47 votes right now on the poll here. 72% going with the Broncos. 21% Dolphins. 2% draw. 4% just here to enjoy the stream. Legends, every single one of you. Speaking of Hunt, he's got a great center for wet footy. He's great, mate. You look at a lot of the players tonight, but Ben Hunt, you wouldn't even notice that he's playing in wet weather footy. He's doing great with it. Really taking advantage over all of it. William Hunt says DC played his best footy last week against the Raiders. Yeah, well, that's the thing where Manly being upset doesn't make sense to me. DCE is playing his best footy. He hasn't switched off for them. He is still giving his best this year. That's more than most clubs can say for their players when they sign elsewhere. They should be praising him for the years that he's given them, not the years he's not gonna. Because he's played way too many seasons for them, legends, for them to just forget about it like some of them want to. I think it's a bit of a joke, honestly. Like, I understand being disappointed that he won't stick around, but, like, still. I think it's just wrong for Manly fans to dislike him. You can't dislike him. You can't. You just can't, Legends. At least you can dislike him, but maybe not for that. He's done a great service to Manly, and they should respect the fact that he's just simply at a different stage now in what he wants. In the end, no club is going to get out of him what they got out of him. They should look at it that way instead of the most negative way possible that a lot of Manly seem to be looking at it. And just checking how you're live right now. No. I'm good, Legend. Appreciate you dropping in. Hope you're doing all right, mate. Takes time. Just do your thing. It'll come with time, Legend. It'll come with time. You just gotta stick with it for a while. Also, you gotta remember, all right, I do want to put it out there that I already had nearly 1K when I did my first stream, so I already had a small audience where a couple of them already watched the streams. So, like, I did have that one up in a way, but it's not really a one up because I still have to work to get those viewers through the videos alone. So, but that's what it that would have helped me out, Legends. All right, go ahead, but go ahead while she edits. Go ahead, Legend. Bloop, bloop, bloop. I wish you luck with your thing so far. Remember, Legends, liking the stream does add 10% of a chance for your team to win this round. So if you haven't yet, remember to hit that like button, folks. 16 votes, so 16 votes. Dummy. 16 likes, 17 likes so far. Legendary stuff all around, folks. We continue to grow as we look to aim to reach that 5K figure very soon on the channel. Am I the and I can't be the only one right now that really just like is just like, well, give us the second half already. Give us the second half, man. I've done everything I need, man. I hit the like button 10 times, TJC. All right. If you do it as the amount he's doing, make sure you see a doctor because you may have broken your finger. I am sad that DC is leaving. Of course you'd be sad, man. He's a Manly legend, but like he shouldn't be hated for it. Like a few seem to be acting about it. He's not a dog for being respectful and deciding that his time was better suited elsewhere. Like he's just not legends, unfortunately. All right. However you want to look at it. Alrighty, folks. Oh, they're teasing me. They're teasing me. They're advertising this Sunday, Legends, Manly and Para. 4 Pines Park, I'll be there. That's going to be pain. Pain, Legends, pain. Can't even begin to describe how painful that'll be here. The Dolphins are running out onto the field. Here we go, Legends. Let's get on with the second half. By the way, if DCE plays bad for Manly at any game this season, could it please be tomorrow? I would love that, all right? Like, I would really love that. He'd have, like, a fan for life, man, if he could do that. Help, chuck a guy a bone here. I'd like to vlog a victory in the next few weeks. Would be nice. Would be lovely. Would never forget the gratitude I'd feel. Anyways, Legends, here we go. Brisbane Broncos, Dolphins, 16-6. What does the second half bring? Find out now. The Dolphins headed over to the Broncos. Reece Walsh goes short to Jensen. Jensen then into the line, and Jensen held. Jensen held back there. Then it's Pakes passing to the left here. Jordan Ricky then legend. Jordan Ricky held back there. Nards held back there. Liam Prentice's then
They go to the Brookvale Oval on Sunday. It's the Manly fans. To the Manly fans, legends. To the Manly fans. Oh, to the left then. Adam Reynolds clears the ball in the air here. It's a good, long, and far kick there. And on the 10, it is collected, legends here. Hamiso, Tabuai, Fido there. The hammer keeps on going there, and the hammer's held back. On the 20 there, Jack Bostock there. Bostock. Tippy toes over here. Jack Bostock held back in it here, folks. Who do we think's winning this one right now, legends? The Broncos or the wonderful Dolphins? Dolphins rolling on over here. We go to the right. Jermaine Asako then. Asako, the Miss Taco through the middle there. Good tackle from Payne Haas there. Yes, get me those tackle points, Payne Haas. Over to Farnworth then. Herbie Farnworth. Haas gets involved again in the tackle there. Payne Haas, he's on top of them all, isn't he, right now, legends? Then to the right by the halfway line here. They clear it in the air. It's a good far kick. Chucky Fins for the wins. Chucky Fins for the wins, legends. For the wins. Offers them. On the ground on the left. The cheeky Finn comeback. Could you see it coming, legends? I mean, all it takes is one converted try to absolutely change this game on its head. So sure. Selwyn Cobbo then. Through the middle here. If you missed the last stream, Roosters obviously lost 12-30 over the Gold Coast Titans. It's up to Broncos here to make sure the favourites win a game this round here, it seems, because Para are upsetting Manly. Payne Haas then around the left here. Payne Haas on the ground. Over to the halfway here, 40 metres gain. Adam Reynolds clears it in the air to the right now, and it goes to the 10 there. Held by Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow there. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow held. By the way, legends, it's none of your business who's washing dishes in the background. That's just a family member. All right. Bostock over to the right here, and it goes to Farnworth here. Herbie Farnworth here keeps going there. Farnworth spun around onto the third tackle there. On the third tackle, he's held down here, legends. Short pass over to Tom Gilbert then. Tom Gilbert with his arms out to shove them forward here. 2 tackles left in the set now. It's going to end up with Katoa. Katoa, short over to Fidawaki here. Fidawaki then. Fidawaki, the former Cowboy there, gets to halfway here before a clearance from Isaiah Katoa is going to have to come. And it's not a very far kick there. He lets it bounce for a bit. Hit back to Reece Walsh here. Reece Walsh now trying to use his athleticism. I swear 2022 Walsh could have ran through the entire team at one point. Tyler, with that shirt, you look like a parawork. We can dream, legend. We can dream. I do, don't I? Well, this is the shirt they tend to wear, so makes sense, right? Maybe I can sneak my way in, legend, eh? We don't tell them. We don't tell them, all right? We just pretend we work there, man. Break onto the stadium, hide in the sheds, all that good stuff. Over to the left, Hunt gets it over to Shabaski here. Shabaski fends them off. Shabaski keeps going here. Shabaski keeps going. Shabaski kept back there. Around he keeps going here. Reece Walsh now kicks low here. 23. My bad, legend. My bad. Asako around that, and Isako held on the ground there. Jermaine Asako unable to get out of the goal line there. Broncos with the good pressure on them so far. And this is just what Brisbane is this year so far. They make their mistakes, but they always make up for it with heavy pressure on their opposition. They never let it go. They never give the other team a chance to not have to put in 100% to get by them. Look, teams will do that, but not every side. Now over to Bostock there, and if Bostock had seen his other man, maybe, just maybe, we could have had a runaway there. Jack Bostock tackled. The goal line dropout worked out well, going short for them. You don't see that every day, legends, or every night, as I should say. Over to the right then. Donegal gets it over to Kenny Bromwich here. Obviously, his brother Jesse, a recent retiree. To the right then, and Marky Mark. Marky Nichols here. Nichols into the line. They're about a nickel for every time I watch Mark Nichols get hit. I'd be a millionaire. And then it's Cody Nicarima to Gilbert here. Gilbert's held by Reynolds there. Adam Reynolds, one of two halfbacks linked with the Melioringa Sea Eagles. Don't really rate the link, but hey, it's worth putting out there for conversation. The other one, of course, being Jamal Fogarty, which seems much more likely if we were to pick one. Over to the left then. And Katoni Staggs around here. Staggs held. Yeah, 23. Yeah, that's my bad legend. Shibasaki, baby. Spaghetti. Spaghetti legend. Spaghetti. This is blue, not Penrith. You see this? This is a thumbs down. This is something I'd give you if you were having a stream, Andrew. Thumbs down. Bostock into the line there. 46 minutes gone by here. 47, actually, TJC. And then it goes over to Jermaine Asaka. He was still decent for the Warriors, but you're right, 23. The Walsh at the Broncos was a different beast, at least for the first season. Is that going to be what Ben Hunt is? Is Ben Hunt just Walsh 2.0 legends? Is he? I mean, you could make the argument for it, potentially, legends. Over through the middle now, the Dolphins. And what kind of pass was that? Were you even looking for anyone at that point there? And they carry on here. Farnworth all over the place right now for the Dolphins this game here. It's fifth tackle. Katoa now. I had you upside down, thumbs up. I had you upside down. Oh, my God. We've got an Einstein in the chat right now, would you? Criminal mastermind. Going to be reading about you in the papers in a few weeks. Jesse Arpa's now. Oh, Arpa's absolutely lifted backwards there. The Dolphins with all the pressure on him. Mate, they could have carried him across to Timbuktu. Third tackle now. Halfway through the set now. We go to the right now. Wilson now around him. Herbie Farnworth covers him well there. That's something I haven't said much this game. On the halfway line now, the Broncos. 2 left in the set here. Jensen. And unfortunately for the Broncos, it looks like they're not going to do much in this set play just yet, folks. And Hunt on the hunt for a victory tonight. Kicks it in the air. It ends up with Asako now. Jermaine Asako here. Asako into the line. He gets to the 10-meter before getting held. Then to the right here. Jake Amarillo by 1, by 2. But Paytas comes in there to back up Jesse Arthurs, and they'll get him down. I've got a question. If I got caught for my mask, would you visit me? Yes. Yes, I would. Yes, I would, legend. Just to laugh at you. I would. Absolutely. Imagine getting caught. Dolphins now. Isaiah Katoa here. Oh, my God. Goodness me. They give it away to the Broncos. Goodness me, this guy. I'm finishing top 5, hit 5 during the game in rugby league. Cool. Reynolds to Jensen here. Here we go. The Brisbane Broncos. Will we finally get some tries in the second half here? Hakes to Reynolds. Back to Jordan Ricky here. Ricky takes the tackle. Third tackle now. Halfway through the set here. Pakes to the left now. It's a dummy. They're looking for the run here, and he's unable to get through there. The Broncos. Short Hunt to the left here. They've got plenty of chase on it, but Shabaski will hold on to it and go to the ground there. Shabaski goes down on Legends. Low kick from Walsh. He tries to chase it himself, but he's blocked there, and the Dolphins end up with it here. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow. The hammer now keeps running. Eugene says, go the Broncos in the chat. Good on you, Eugene. Hope you're having a great night. The Brisbane Broncos managed to get Farnworth, but it's not done easily here. Farnworth takes so much effort there to get him tackled. The former Brisbane Bronco, Farnworth was. Over to the right now. It's a good forceful bit there, but unfortunately, Jake Averillo can't make much of it there. Averillo held back there. Over to Plath then. Max Plath around here. Max Plath gets on by then. Marshall King to the left. Gets it back over to Katoa and Raystone. Almost ray traces his way through there. Kicks it in the air over to the left here. And Reece Walsh, it wasn't comfortable, but he gets the ball there. Walsh now looking to run around the ball here. He just can't do it, can he? He just can't do it like he did. We're expecting absolute perfect brilliance. He's got Reece Walsh is like he's got the ability of the all-time greats, but he just doesn't seem to be able to click it together like we know he's capable of doing on a consistent enough basis to be considered in that caliber. Walters, who never falters, gets it to Jesse Arthurs here. Arthurs held. Walters passes over to Patrick Carrigan here. Paddy Carrigan, the Brisbane Broncos and Queensland star forward. Adam Reynolds then kicks it, and it lands in the hands of Willison there, which would mean that it's the Broncos' ball again here. Oh, no, goodness me. The referee is going to call it back here because they knocked it on after. Broncos. He had a chance to keep going, legends. Ahoy, brother. Ahoy, me matey. Shimmery timbers. Scallywags ahoy. Hope your night is going well. It's going fine as treasure, my happy hearty. I have no dog in this fight. Neither do I, legend. Neither do I. I have got none. Shout out to the 44,278 people who have attended the Suncorp Get Home Dolphins game versus the Broncos. Katoa. So Farnworth here. I hope you're having a good night too, legend, though. Marshall King to Max Plath here. Goes to the right to the hammer here. Averillo then around here. Averillo held back there, legends. On the ground he goes there. Short pass there. It's a good run. The Dolphins. They're going to want to be the next try scorers, I think, in this game with how it's feeling. With how it's feeling right now. They carry on. They keep going. Selwyn Cobo. It's a good short pass there. Cobo goes to the ground. Obviously, Max Plath, who's involved in the tackle coming up here, son of John Plath, played over 150 games for the Broncos between 1990 to 1999. Patrick Carrigan here. Tackled. Clearance in the air now. Over to the right. It's a beautiful kick there. It's going. Oh, it's collected by the hammer just about there. The hammer manages to get it, and they keep running here. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow here. So, of course, Max Plath has a personal family connection to the Broncos, despite being a Dolphin. Ball stock then. To be honest, I would argue that there's a lot of Dolphins that would probably have the argument that they could have been Broncos if they weren't at Dolphins. And Saifiti knocks the ball on there, legends. Referee. Saifiti knocks it on. And Billy Walters, who never falters, forces the error there, legends. 55 minutes gone by in this game here. 25 minutes to go. And you just can't be losing it like that. But that's what Weber footy does. That's what it does, legends. Those balls you would never have lost during the sunny times of rugby league. Some fall under it. Some succeed under it. 7 errors for Dolphins, 5 for the Broncos. It's not like Broncos don't have errors. Dolphins have just taken less advantage than the Broncos of those errors. Brisbane Broncos, Jesse Arthurs feeds it in. Walters goes to the right here. Reynolds backwards to Jordan Ricky here. Sticky Ricky, Jordan Ricky. Should start calling him Kicky Ricky with those legs. Held on the 10. Goes to Reynolds. Reynolds passes backwards to Hunt. Gets it to Shabaski. The man, the myth, my super coach legend. Gavach Shabaski with a double. And they make it 20-6 now. 25 minutes to go. It could be a rough one for the Dolphins to try and come back with. And it just opens up down the edge here. And what position has it been that's been ripping them apart? The centers, legends. 2 for Shabaski, 1 for Stags. You remove those points and it's a lot lower, legends. From what you've seen from the Broncos, how do you think they'll go against the Mighty Tigers in round 5? I think that I think they'll go all right, legend. I think they'll go all right. I think that game could very much scream 1-12. Assuming that the Tigers play at their best and that the Broncos don't do whatever they did against the Raiders. Assuming all those factors play into account, legend, we should be good. We should be chill. We should be fit. We should be firing. And with the 2-man overlap over on the outside, they get the job done. It was Hunt over to Walsh, who got it to Shabaski, who went, I've got you, and smashes through there, stopping everybody in his path. Ain't nothing keeping him away. Ain't no defense high enough. Just too good for them to keep him. And usually it's Jesse Arthur scoring down that wing, but instead Shabaski goes, I'm doing it myself tonight. 22-6 probably in a second here, assuming Reynolds gets the kick. The Broncos are very much showing tonight why they should be considered serious by most NRL teams. Adam Reynolds from the side. He's hooked it. He's hooked it, legends. It remains 20-6. He's hooked it. He's unable to get that one in there. Goodness me, Adam. Goodness me. Is Walsh playing better this week? I don't necessarily think so, legend. I think that it was a good hit from him, but it was a spur of the moment thing. I don't necessarily think Walsh is playing much better this week, no, legend. But it's not Walsh. It's the team is just consistent, man, for the most part. Like, I'm starting to believe Raiders was a one-off. At least I'm starting to believe it. All right, now here we go to get it. A kick in the air over to the right here. It ends up with Walsh. Walsh passes short over to Jensen here. Jensen keeps on going now. Jensen keeps on going. Jensen held. We keep running Walters. Obviously, Billy Walters, there's a question whether he's in the Broncos 17 once Mam's back and they move the current number 9 to 14 and then they move Hunt there. You find it really hard. Unless Mam doesn't make the team, I think Billy Walters might be the player that gets costed out. Walters to Carrigan. Gets it short over to Jordan Ricky. Jordan Ricky through the line down. Ricky held back here. Walters gets it to Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan again here. Patrick Carrigan around then. Patrick Carrigan tackled on the ground then. Walters, Reynolds, good low kick, bouncing pretty far there. And over on the 5 meters, the Dolphins end up with it here. Bostock dummying and running alone here. Bostock kept out of it here. Jack Bostock unable to break through in the end there, legends. And then it's Saifidi's job to go through here. Saifidi, shoulder first. Good stuff. Haas is a beast and Reynolds is a legend. Is Stags flying? Yes. It's all good, Brandon Barker. And yes, Stags is flying, legend. Stags is flying hard, mate. Flying as hard and far as he could, mate. Couldn't go any farther, bro. Hamisa Tambo F&O. Overpassed his own 40 here. The hammer tackled. Goes to Katoa. Katoa clears it in the air over to the right end here. And they should end up with this one here. Yes, they do. Reece Walsh. Walsh now looking to take off with speed here. Reece Walsh tackled. Over on side, we keep running with it. Arthurs To the ground he goes. And oh no, Jesse Arthurs is staying down, legends. Jesse Arthurs is staying down. Goodness me. Come on, Jesse. I only traded you in 2 rounds ago. Can't go out like this. You gotta be good, Jesse. You gotta be good. You gotta be good for us, Jesse. Come on, Jesse. In round 5, I believe the Broncos will win by 1-10. 1-10. Who do you play in round 5? I assume you're playing a good team based on what you're saying there, legends. Based on what you're saying there, I'm going to assume you're playing a good team next round. Yes, you're playing the Tigers, but yeah. Not all round 2 Harpers. Not Harpers, legend. Not Harpers. Carrigan to Walters. Reynolds hits it in the air over to the right here. Plenty of Broncos chase on this one. Hammer manages to collect the ball there and go to the ground. Bye-bye, Hammer there. He's out for the count. We're going to now mount a counter here. Bostock running here. And Jack Bostock tackled there. Cody Nicarima then goes to the right here. And so Jermaine Asako failed to shine at the Titans, had very mixed performances at the Broncos, went to the Dolphins and had a record-breaking year. Definitely showed his ability there for the Dolphins. And then it's Farnworth's job to keep flying. Farnworth tackled. We go to the right here. Katoa then clears it in the air. It's a good, hard, fast, long one there. Katoa held down there. Onto the ground he then goes, legends. Held back. Hunt then. Over to the right. Jesse Arthurs then. Jesse Arthurs in there. Jesse Arthurs kept away. Jesse Arthurs on the ground. Around we go here. Shabaski then to Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan here. Carrigan gets over past the 40 here. The Broncos with all the pressure on the Dolphins. If I'm the Dolphins, I'm going to want to score in the next literally like 5-10 minutes. I'm going to want to score in the next literally like 5 minutes if I want a shot here, I think, with how the Broncos are playing. Because then you can shift momentum. But now, Reynolds now kicks it. And it looks like the Dolphins will just about manage to get that one. The Hammer with the ball here. Tackled by Katoni Staggs. Selwyn Cobbo and Reynolds will finish it here. Remind me when the Dogs win tonight. You mean when they win tomorrow, right? Because they'll play tomorrow. I'll let you know. Because they probably. Actually, no, they won't. They're playing the Sharkies, bruv. Sharkies are beating us. There you go. I'm very confident in my Sharks tip against you, despite the fact that I can see you guys winning it. My the passion though, Plath. Over to the halfway. Gets it over to the far right here. Jake Avarillo then passes backwards to Katoa, and that was an interesting pass. That was a bit, questionable, but we carry on here, the referee. Nicarima. Cody Nicarima looking to fend the ball off here. Back to Ray Stone now. Ray Stone's allowed to keep running here. Ray Stone nearly takes out Reece Walsh there. Tackled on the 10-meter line now. Marshall King now offloads on 5th tackle. Over to Plath. Max Plath then for the line. And it is 6 again. Beautiful read there from Max Plath. On 5th tackle, you hate to see it if you're a Broncos fan. Nicarima. Round they go here. On 2nd tackle, I did say they need to score in the next 5 minutes. Herbie Farnworth kept away. Each tackle that goes down, the more and more time that slips away here. And it's another 6 again here. But the Dolphins can't be affording to waste time right now. Amarillo. Around there. Jake Amarillo. Held on the 10. Plays it to the left then. Plath. Backwards. To Saifiti here. Saifiti tackled. Ray Stone now. On to the 3rd here. Marshall King runs alone. Jeremy Marshall King unable to get on over there. Short to the left then. Katoa. Nicarima. Farnworth. Back round to the right here. Offloads now over to Donegal. And Donegal tackled. Fourth tackle now. 2 left in the set here. And feeling his ankle there. Kurt Donner. There might be a problem here with it. He's not complaining about the tackle, Kurt. He's just saying he feels something in his leg. And I tell you now, legends, even the tiniest muscles, if they're in the wrong place, they can hurt. Heads up at marker here. Here we go, legends. Fading the scrub here. Here we go. Over to the left. Plath. Gilbert. Nicarima. Farnworth. Farnworth knocks it on. Oh, dearie me. Dolphins, you needed that play. You needed that play, Dolphins. Farnworth unable to get it. Adam Reynolds questioning the linesman how there wasn't a penalty for the Broncos here as he's tackled there. Now to Katoni Staggs. Katoni Staggs takes the tackle. What a return Katoni's having right now. And then to Selwyn Cobbo. Selwyn Cobbo arm out, pushes forward here, gets them on by here. Selwyn Cobbo tackle. Then to Jordan Ricky here. Plenty of pressure from the Brisbane Broncos on the Dolphins here. They've just been on top of them tonight from the looks of it at the moment. And we carry on here. We keep going. To the right then. Ends up with Jordan Ricky here. Jordan Ricky around then. It's nice. Walters to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds then in the air over to the left here. And it ends up with the hammer here. The hammer with the ball. 15 minutes to go now. 20-6. Brisbane Broncos. This game right now has just turned into getting it over the line at the moment. So Tasako. They just keep pushing with it. And on board they go. So he tackles just to play in this set. To the right then. The Dolphins offloads past the halfway line. The hammer through it all. He keeps running here, the hammer, legends. The hammer keeps running here. Hamiso Tabuai just caught. Katoa. Long pass to the right. Avarillo, they kick low, but Reece Walsh reads it well. But Walsh also will slip out of play there. And it'll be a Dolphins ball here from pretty much in front of the try line. But the Broncos are purely in defensive mode right now. They won't mind. They've kept out a try. Honestly, I think the Broncos do deserve the win here, but credit to the Dolphins where it's due. They are fighting. They're not giving up. Wayne Bennett would have instilled some of that in them from his past time there. Katoa to Saifiti. Daniel Saifiti into the line. Still feels weird not having the Saifiti brothers on the same team. Marshall King goes to Kafusi then, and Felice Kafusi into the ground there. Short pass, Marshall King over to Katoa. Farnworth then. Herbie Farnworth around. Herbie Farnworth tackled. Halfway through the set now. 3 tackles to go here. We go over to Katoa. Katoa to Kafusi. Kafusi now. Kafusi keeps going. Kafusi keeps going. Kafusi held. 1 more left in the set now, legends. The pressure is on. Gilbert. Here we go. The pressure is on here as Gilbert goes to the ground. 5th tackle. 1 to rule them all. Katoa hits it low and, oh, goodness me, Ben Hunt just saves the day. And that could be a penalty for the Broncos against the Dolphins. He was held. And, yeah, the hammer. You can't be doing that. Penalty for the Broncos. Continued the tackle after he was held there. Not good enough from them, legends. Not good enough. And on the way there, you have it. The Dolphins out. The Dolphins unable to do what the Broncos are doing right now. Isaiah Katoa, I feel for him. He's had one of his better last couple games these past few, but his results haven't really reflected that. From the side now, nice scoreline. Broncos says forward. It's a great scoreline for the Brisbane Broncos forward. A great scoreline. They could probably keep them to 6 right now. 12 minutes left in this game here. Brisbane Broncos, after taking their penalty, move on to their second tackle here. Walters, who never falters, goes to the left. Patrick Carrigan. Carrigan to Hunt. Hunt over to Walsh. Walsh then to Shabaski here. Shabaski looks for the pass. Shabaski can't quite find it there. Shabaski goes down. Short to the right then. Patrick Carrigan to Paytas again. Paytas around the ball. Fends him off. Paytas with the short ball to Reynolds. Adam Reynolds. Long over to Ricky. Here we go. And Ricky smashed onto the ground there. Another minute goes by here. The Best Brothers moment in the area was the Morris Bros pretend budget. Oh, yes. The Morris Bros were entertaining, legend, 100%. Billy Walters here to Reynolds on the 10. It's a good long chase there from the Broncos, but Bostock's there. And Selwyn Combo! He's hurt himself doing it, but Combo set off like a rocket to take him down there. And Combo taking his time to get up now on the field. Hiso, Tabuai Fado over to the left here. But he took off. He ragdolled like in a video game. Went out. And talk about ragdolling. Patrick Carrigan on Tom Gilbert. No, but a Felice Kafusi here. Kafusi into the line there. Kafusi held back here. 5th tackle now. Katoa clears it in the air over to the right. And Broncos, oh my God, what was that, Reece Walsh? It goes backwards, but that was dreadful. And now Walsh has to take the hit as Selwyn Como ran into the defensive line there. High-risk moments. Indeed, Brendan. High-risk moments. Selwyn Como rushes forward here. And now it's a run from Katoni Staggs here. Staggs kept back, plays the ball now. 3rd tackle. We're 10 minutes left in this game here as Carrigan carries again. Ball forward. Do we have any more tries in this game, or was 20-6 the end of it? And Billy Walters, he runs. Beautiful there. Gets it over to Ricky. Ricky gets it to Walsh. Walsh gets it to Shabaski here. Go back, Shabaski now. Gets around. Shabaski keeps running here. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. All good, legend. Good to have you in the stream, mate. Remember, legends, if you've enjoyed the streams tonight, consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel if you enjoyed, and, of course, well, having fun with the stream, I guess. Whatever. 9 minutes left in this game now, folks. Hamiso Tabuai-Fado feeds it over to Nicarima. Nicarima gets it to Jack Bostock there. Bostock through. Jack Bostock held. All his stocks on the Bost. And then Donegal. There was concerns over Donegal's ankle before. He's good. Charlie, you doing 3 NRL streams tomorrow? As we said in the first stream, but it's all good, Liam. We probably won't do the first game. We'll probably do the other 2. As I do have uni, and they're very close together between me getting home and the first game. But we'll see. We might do 3 streams tomorrow. 2 are guaranteed, though, legend. Saifidi, back to the hammer here. The hammer on his way through now. The hammer held back in at legends. And now Nicarima clears it in the air here. Plenty of chase on that one. Could the Dolphins have a try? Broncos will whack it out. They're not taking any risks with that. 8 minutes to go now. The clock is ticking. The game is done. It's about right now, can the Dolphins get anything back as consolation? They're playing till the very end. They don't mind. They don't care what the likely result is. They're going to keep playing until the end. And Michael Maguire there, despite the fact that he knows his team's probably won, not looking impressed with everything from the Broncos. A coach of high expectations there. Broncos take the hit, and on the 40-meter here, Kafusi running in there, gets to the 30 then before being tackled to the ground there. Here he goes. Kafusi over by the 30 here. Marshall King gets it over to Fedawaki here. Fedawaki kept back there. Marshall King over to Donegal here. Donegal through. Donegal tackled there, legends. Donegal to the ground there. Marshall King now here. Jeremy Marshall King, legends. Going to the right here. Kafusi. Felice Kafusi looking for the pass. Broncos keeping back again here. Lots of defense there from the Broncos to end this game. Nicarima, former Bronco there, gets it to another former Bronco in Herbie Farnworth there. Herbie Farnworth tackled. Then to Katoa. Will Katoa go alone? No, he'll pass to the Hammer now. And the Hammer now, third tackle, offloads. Farnworth, oh my goodness, Farnworth loses the ball again there, legends. Take a bow. There you have it. The Brisbane Broncos with another error forced on the Dolphins here. And it really doesn't feel like the Dolphins are playing at home right now. Not with plays like that. Utter brilliance at the moment here from the Broncos. They're just on top of everything that could possibly be provided by the Dolphins here. It was Brendan Piakora with a tackle possibly of the night. I do not, legend, but sorry about your struggle there. All right. Brisbane Broncos here. Over to the left. Ends up with Jensen now. Jensen continues on now. Jensen keeps going here. And Jensen held. And then it's Walters' job to never falter here as he gets to the halfway line here. Not much time left in this game. 5 minutes to go now. The Broncos through the left side here. The Brizzy Broncos keep going. You're welcome, Brendan. You're welcome. Reynolds now kicks it in the air. It's a good chase, but the Hammer collects that a bit easily there. Looks almost wrapped up, this one. On top of it all, they are. Asako keeps on running with it. Jermaine Asako. We then go to the right here. And, Jake Amarillo! Amarillo! He gets past 140. Halfway. 40 again. He's got Combo chasing him. 20. 10. And the whole field is his. Jake Amarillo makes it 10-20 now. And what a finish that is for the Dolphins. Probably left it a bit too late just about there, which is unfortunate. But how exciting is that from the Dolphins there? The Broncos absolutely beaten the defense for that one, though. Credit to Payne Haas. He ran back pretty far, didn't he? He didn't run back the whole way, but he ran back pretty far, legends, all things considered. Jake Amarillo, folks. The former Canterbury Bankstown Bulldog. Sure thing. And honestly, it's been an all right few streams today, legends. Been a bit all over the place when it comes to talking, but at least we got him done, right, legends? We got him done. Well, almost done. We're not quite there yet. Not quite. Not quite there yet. Still got a couple minutes to go. We're about 3 minutes to go. Jermaine Asako to take the kick and make it an 8-point difference. And did he get it? I couldn't tell. They say yes. They say yes. They say yes. The Dolphins only trail by 8 now. It's probably not happening, but one can dream, can't they? 12-20, 3 minutes to go. And if I'm the Dolphins, I'm taking a short kickoff, legends. I know the Broncos will probably be ready for it, but oh my God, it's pouring. You could barely see the Dolphins through the rain. You could barely see them, legends. or the Broncos. They're absolutely drenched. They're drenched, legends. Alrighty, the Broncos kicking it here. Oh wait, they can't go short there. But hey, if they concede, let's go. Dolphins here. Keep running forward here. Judging by the score, I'm confident the Tigers in round 5. I'd be confident too, mate. I'd be confident too if I was a Broncos supporter heading into the next one. But credit to the Dolphins. They haven't given up till the very end here. Isaiah Katoa to Nikarima. Fidawaki here. Fidawaki keeps running now. Fidawaki kept back there. And then it's a dummy here. It's a short pass over to the right here. Isaiah Katoa spins around to the halfway line now. 4th tackle here. Here we go. Donegal over the hammer. And they've got to be careful here, Amarillo, here, as it ends up. Oh, penalty for Dolphins. Hit high here. Hit high here. As I've said before, Broncos are on danger prevention mode right now. They're defending for their lives. You can tell because they don't want this to be a too pressuring of an end. Dolphins now, Amarillo to Katoa. Kafusi. Kafusi on in here. Kafusi held back here with a full set. They don't really have a full set, though. They've really got about a minute to score something. Katoa to Nikarima. Farnworth, who's had a very loose carry this game here. Farnworth goes down here. We keep going. Nikarima to Katoa. Short to Saifiti here. Short to Saifiti. Saifiti flips around now. 2 minutes left in this game now. First tackle for the Dolphins here. Over to the left. Katoa. Nikarima. Nikarima for the line here. Passes back here to Bostock. And off the ball, bro. Potentially shoved there by Reynolds. No, the referee says fine. Okay. 1 out of 3. Thanks, Broncos. Thank you, the Broncos. You saved our Tippin weeks from being nothing. Okay. We got a captain's challenge here from the Dolphins, actually, legends. I thought that was a play that would go against the Broncos too, though, to be fair. So maybe there's something in this one here, legends. Okay. Challenge unsuccessful. Looks like I missaw it and the Dolphins missaw it too. There you go. Challenge unsuccessful there. Congratulations, Broncos. There's absolutely zero chance now. The Dolphins have surely been bested. With a minute and a half to go, the Brisbane Broncos have the ball. With an 8-point gap, they've just about put themselves over the line. In the defense, though, of the Dolphins, the Broncos really should have won by more. The Dolphins have put themselves into a solid position right at the end, even if they haven't been able to win it now. Broncos, into it they go there. Hunt goes to the left to Walters. Walters, who never falters. Tackled by Jeremy Marshall-King here. Marshall-King gets him down there. We're entering the final minutes of the game now, guys. Hunt to Payne Haas. Payne Haas there. Payne Haas keeps forcing himself forward. Hunt played well. He played really well, Doug. Ben Hunt has not had a bad game for the Broncos since returning. I'm sorry, but he hasn't. Every game has been good by him. Now on 4th tackle here, Broncos to Carrigan. Patrick Carrigan now. Onwards and upwards. They keep going. They keep going here. 5th tackle now for the Broncos. Hunt. Back over to the left here. They kick it. Plenty of chase on it, but the hammer ends up with it here. Hamiso Tabuai-Fidow now to keep running. And 15 seconds to go. All right, here we go, legends. It's time to do the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Bostock takes the tackle. 3, 2, 1. That's full time here at Suncorp Stadium. The Brisbane Broncos best the Dolphins 12-20 at full time here. Just too much for them to handle here. You got to feel for the Dolphins. This really wasn't a home game for them. If you enjoyed the streams today, legends, consider hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel. I'll see you all tomorrow for the Super Saturday streams as Michael Maguire and Trent Barrett celebrate in the box together. 1 second.